to switch the subject right quick. You
Go
know,
ahead.
it looks like Mikey Garcia
Oh,
and Regis are about to do something. They talking about something. They talking about something.
bro.
I don't know what they're talking about, Coach, but they're talking about something. And
I,
Mikey Garcia is the perfect storm, the perfect opponent for Regis. This is not the same Regis Prograis. People better listen to me. This ain't the same motherfucker. This
I,
motherfucker is beyond. He wants to destroy people, and he trains like that. I'm gonna say this, and I ain't gonna say nothing else. From day one, years ago, the motherfucker ain't missed a training session. Understand what you're dealing with.
they don't.
He ain't missed a training session. You
They
hear what I'm
don't.
saying?
They don't.
He ain't the same fighter. Josh Taylor won't be able to run longer. He on the list. But right now, Regis is a monster. I feel sorry for Garcia. Listen to me. He gonna be the first fighter to knock Mikey Garcia out if they make this fight.
I can. I
Coach,
can.
I ain't seen nothing like it. I'm telling
I
you.
can. I can
Mm.
confirm this because I got some confirmation. Sources, right? Sources. You like how they say that?
I like sources.
I'm in the media, baby. Sources tell me it's not just scuttlebutt. No, they talking. It's they talking now. I'm not telling y'all to fight. You would know that the fight signed. But Regis Prograis camp is talking to Mikey. Mikey's talking to Regis Prograis. So the Pac-Man shit went out the window with Mikey long ago. He was banking on that. What else is there out there to make money other than a Regis Prograis fight? And if you do it in fucking San Antonio or Houston, anywhere in Texas, forget about it. Because we know Mikey's people's coming. Mexicans, they coming. Now,
They're coming.
let me say this. I'm an old school Mikey Garcia guy, right? I've been rooting for that kid a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I picked him against all the dudes people thought was going to beat him. And I would tell these motherfuckers, you don't understand what this kid is, man. When the 6 footer Robert Easter came along, I said, he's about to school this fucking kid. You crazy, Coach. Mikey's too little. I said, listen, man. That shit matters when you're equal ability. When you're not equal ability, something trumps the other, right? And so that's how I seen it happen. And he did. Then he fights Broner. And Broner has a fucking support system out of this world, man. Everybody thinks Broner's gonna show up every fight he gets. Oh, the old Broner, So they say he's gonna fight Mike. I said it's not even gonna be close, and it wasn't. Nah. Here come Earl Spence. I said, uh-oh. Nah, I ain't never. I always told you Earl made me a liar, but I didn't pick Mikey against Earl. But what I did say was Mikey's got the ability to outbox him if he could withstand the pressure and that size difference and depending on how Earl pulled a flea flick and showed up and boxed, and it was enough to show Mikey, yeah, he's boxing, but you remember what round it was? Mikey bit down to try to. He said, "Fuck it, I gotta fight," and then he backed off and said, "No, I ain't gotta fight. I ain't gotta fight this dude."
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
So I picked Earl. That was the first time I picked against Mikey. Now this one, again, I gotta take my fan hat off. I gotta put my coach's hat on, and I say this. Here's what favors my guy. Mike is not gonna crawfish against Regis. He's gonna try. He's gonna try to fight with him.
Yeah. That's where you go.
Dude, let me say something. Ask Regis involved for this. He's at the gym. I've been rooting for this kid before I even knew him. before I knew him personally. I've been rooting for him. He's in New Orleans. We the same breed, right? So he's at the gym and he's sparring with one of my guys. And light sparring is in between camps. He's just working out. You know, Regis is a fucking workout fanatic. So I'm watching this motherfucker and I'm looking at him. So it's through or whatever. He gets out the ring and we bullshit. I said, you know, I want to apologize, man. You know, really plain spoken, huh? I said, man, you way better than what I thought. look. He gave me that fuck you look, like fuck you. But this is what I meant, though. I was trying to be funny, but this is what I meant. I was a fan of Regis because of his old school throwback mentality, his willingness to engage, all the things you talking about. He comes in there and he's going, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker because I'm feeding my family. I love that shit. If my dad was alive, Regis Prograis would be one of his favorite fighters, right? He would be like, oh, this is like the 50s, you know, when motherfuckers was, you know, fighting 4 times a month to feed their fucking family. This is a throwback fighter. But what I said was, I was underappreciating his actual boxing ability. That kid's got boxing ability, bro. He's got. I was watching his adjustments in the ring with his feet. I'm a big feet guy, right? Feet first all the time. That's where the fight starts. You know, it gets you in trouble or out of trouble, right? And I was very, very impressed. I'm like, God damn, man. I was so busy being a fan with Regis that I didn't really notice the small things he does. And that's where the fight's won, right? The small things. The small things is where you win the fight. The big things take care of itself if you do the small things. And bro, I'm gonna tell you, man, I wholeheartedly believe if this fight gets signed, it doesn't go the distance. I believe.
No, I don't see it going.
I believe Mikey's a great fighter, and where he is in his career right now, he's going to try to fucking be great and try to fight Regis, and that's gonna be Regis's world right there. That's what's going. And nobody understand. It seems to me, you tell me, you got the best seat in the house. Nobody really understands how hard that kid punches till he's in a real fight with him.
Man, I'm telling you, like I told people before, I shout out to Big Eric Molina. I held the bag for Eric Molina. I held the bag for Jared Hurd. And I hold the bag for Regis Prograis, right? I gotta compare these guys.
Pound for pound, right?
I compared Hurd to Molina. I compared Regis to Molina and Hurd. And all 3 of these motherfuckers, they go punch. But I got a lightweight. That lightweight moved the bag like the heavyweight. Hurd moved the bag like a heavyweight. Molina hit that motherfucking bag hard as hell.
Pow!
Now I'm telling you, and I'm holding the bag. I had the body armor with Regis. That body armor is thick. You know it's thick.
Yeah.
Man, my motherfucking ribs are hurting.
And you, coach, you ain't no little fella.
No.
At all.
And I'm not. And I got that thick. Listen, I always say, dude, I was like, I tell myself, and I say, bro, I don't know how them dudes stand up to your punches because that motherfucker punch like a monster. And his technique is getting better. He's getting better and better every day. So it's gonna be a problem, and he's gonna hurt Garcia bad.
Dude, I see that. I see him getting better. I see him hungry. Hey, and Regis is in a situation where he could be comfortable as fuck right now. He could be in that Mikey position. Hey man, if you ain't paying me, fuck you. Regis is a throwback fighter, bro. Regis is a throwback. Regis wants to fight, man. Now, That's not me saying money ain't important to him. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's very important, especially when you know how boys come from nothing. Once they start making it in this boxing world, once they get the check, get the real check, a couple of real checks. Now it's like, nah, you got to give me a real check. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming with that bullshit. But Regis, bro, it seems to me, he's a throwback fighter, bro. And I totally agree with you getting better because he was better than I was even giving him credit for because I was so caught up in the action of a Regis Prograis fight. No matter who you are, he's coming to fight. He's gonna get you, man. So I'm loving this fight. And guess what? You get a Mikey. I don't know if people hold Mikey as high as I do. And if they don't, they're wrong. Because the fucking kid is great. Multi-divisional champion. Comes from a solid, he comes from a historical. See, I come from a boxing lineage. He comes from a boxing world championship lineage, right? Like they win the whole fucking thing. We never won the whole thing. I'm still looking for my world champion. Right. His brother was a world champion. Fernando was a multi-world champion, and Mike is a multi-divisional world champion. But Regis,
I give it to Garcia. No disrespect to Garcia
at all.
Everything he's accomplished as a fighter is commended, but at the same time, you know, time and generations and talent and will, all that. Both of these fighters have the same desire, I believe, Regis and Mikey Garcia. And I don't know how hard Mikey Garcia hit. I know how hard Regis Prograis hit. And if Mikey Garcia can take Regis Prograis punches, then we got a hell of a motherfucking fight.
Regis is a fucking what they call them things? Fire extinguisher plug, bro. That motherfucker's built like a fucking, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker's strong, bro. He's bro.
Man.
Bro. He's
they don't know, coach.
A fire hydrant. That's what I was trying to say. That motherfucker's a fire hydrant, bro. That dude's bad, man. And so that's my handicap for that, man. And of course, I'm Team Prograis. I'm always gonna be Team Prograis. But I love Mikey Garcia. It's not no easy fight. Mikey Garcia is gonna be there to fight. I just the way I see it working out. The way I see it working out is the way I see it working out, bro.